Hi, this is Jeff from Michigan Michael Chekhov Classes, and this is part 2 of why Michigan actors need training. If you want to watch part 1, I will post a link to it in the comments. Now, I've already discussed some really good reasons why continuing your professional and artistic development as an actor is absolutely vital to your success. The competition is fierce. You need to maintain your love for the craft, and it's important for networking and to maintain a connection to other actors. Now here are a few more reasons. It's part of the routine of the business. Anyone can tell you the importance of routine when you are trying to accomplish your goals. Whether it's losing weight or just keeping up with your craft, routine is a vital component in our desire to improve. Whether you live in a big city or a smaller one, not working on your craft on at least a weekly basis can really affect you mentally and artistically. If you find yourself going for months without finding any type of artistic fulfillment, acting can eventually be something you used to do rather than something you love doing now. Here's the truth. Working as an actor is different than being an actor. All too often, actors define themselves by whether or not they are working. They have a lesser feeling of worth when they happen to have a dry spell, not getting cast in anything in a while. They often forget that dry spells are an inevitable part of the work. Setting a routine of going to at least one acting class a week will help mitigate those negative feelings. You may even learn to appreciate the dry spells as an opportunity to improve rather than a time of getting rusty. Acting classes provide an essential service in keeping you at the top of your game as an actor, always and forever. It breaks the routine. On the other hand, some actors can get in a real rut by jumping from one show to another. They start to take the work for granted and become reliant on using a hodgepodge collection of their own cliches to draw from in rehearsal. Real creativity starts to stagnate and they become self-satisfied that they will be fine in the next show. The problem is that these people cease to be artists in any true sense of the word. They don't take many risks in their work because they forget how. Michael Chekhov saw this as an actor being imprisoned in their own ego in their acting. They become satisfied merely by playing themselves from one show to the next. Acting classes break this up. It frees the actor to work on their process without having to work on a product. They can take huge risks playing characters that they might never be cast as in an actual show. They can push the boundaries of their work and find the joy of transformation. Then they can put it to use in the next show, experiencing more satisfaction in their own acting and perhaps finding their audiences more appreciative as well. Inspiration. We've touched on this a little already, but I think it's worth taking the time to reinforce that acting classes can inspire you in ways that being in a show can't. You might find yourself working with people with much more experience than you, finding a mentor that you can learn from. You might find yourself being a mentor as well, which also has a way of inspiring you to be the best actor artist you can be. You might learn a new approach or meet like-minded people who inspire you to self-produce that show you always wanted to do. You might come across a new play or monologue that you haven't even heard of before. Acting classes will inspire you in both expected and unexpected ways. The actor's gym. Acting is not like riding a bicycle, people. It's like working out at the gym. You must constantly work on your craft. Yes, you can become rusty. You can find it more difficult to do your best work after having an extended hiatus. More than that, it is unlikely you will get any better if you do not go to class and work on your stuff. Great actors know this. Famous actors continue to learn from teachers and coaches throughout their career. You're not as good as you think you are. Which brings me to the next point. You are not as good as you think you are. No one is so good that they can't benefit from taking more classes. Getting a degree in acting doesn't mean your education is over. If you don't believe me, call your old teachers. They will say it just as I'm saying it to you now. Get thee to an acting class. Safely take risks. Pushing yourself and taking risks is really important for any artist. You cannot hope to get better at a thing unless you begin to push the boundaries of what you are comfortable doing or think you can do. Working on a show or film, however, doesn't always allow for this. You are hired to tell a specific story and only have a limited amount of rehearsal to work it out. Often, process takes a backseat to product, and you aren't allowed the freedom to try a new approach to a character or objective that you'd really like to try. Classes free you to try new things. Perhaps you'd like to see if, the Chekhov technique might make things easier for you. Perhaps you want to improve your Shakespeare or on-camera work. Whatever you do, it will open up new worlds for you in your work. You might even have the courage to audition for that next Shakespeare show, film, or musical after taking some classes and building your confidence. It helps you to get over your fears as an actor and as a person. Whether you're an actor or not, acting classes can help you in so many ways. In fact, acting classes are like no other class you will ever take in this important sense. Most classes you take are all about picking up hard skills. You want to learn Spanish? Take a Spanish class. You want to learn tap? Take a tap class. Most classes are about learning a specific skill. Acting classes are definitely that, but also so much more. Acting classes teach you the soft skills. What are the soft skills? Things like interpersonal skills, teamwork and collaboration, self-knowledge, self-esteem, self-actualization, skills that are vital not just on stage but in life. Soft skills are the skills we need every day to become the most successful and happy person we can be. Soft skills help us to make friends and influence others. Soft skills help us to become leaders and mentors. Soft skills help us overcome shyness and become more confident. Every other class you take teaches you things to put on your resume. They get you the interview, the audition, or the meeting. Soft skills, they get you the job. So this sums up why I think acting classes are really important, no matter where you live or what your skill level. Again, I do teach acting classes and workshops, so if you're interested, you can go to www.michiganchekhov.com for more information. But if I'm not your particular cup of tea, I won't be offended if you take a class from any of the great schools and theaters in our area. Just get out there and get better. You owe it to our community to be the best actor/artist you can be. More than that, you owe it to yourself. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please, pretty please, with sugar on top. And I'll see you guys later.